Hey guys, my name is Njuti Marco, CEO and founder of Ultimate Wealth. Today, I'm so elated to have to share with you my experience for having been part of this industry for close to a decade now. And I must admit, I had it extremely challenging my first year. But I won't take that back because I understand that that first year was part of the building process. It was me getting through a whole prep mode, preparing me for what the next 7 years was supposed to look like. And it's so humbling to know that my journey is only getting started. Today, I'll take you through a rundown and I'll say a quarter of my experience having been part of this amazing industry. So I got exposed to the network marketing industry quite at a very early age. I had to read a couple of books that was recommended by my grandmom. I did read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Business of the 21st Century, that really highlighted the difference when it comes to the cash flow quadrant. And also I read another book, Why We Want You to Be Rich, a book by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. I had to get insights on what the industry was all about. I got the credibility of it, knowing that it's a whole program studied in the university, in Asia, in America, and even in the Middle East. And when I got a clearer picture of what I really wanted, I told myself, you know what, I was definitely going to venture into this to see how far I was going to go with it. Honestly, I knew that I was going to be able to build a comfortable life from building a network marketing business. But honestly, I did not expect the kind of figures I later on earned or discovered were possible for me in the industry. Back in 2016, when I first ventured into network marketing after high school, I had to stay at a friend's place. It was quite a very challenging journey because rather than going to the university, I had to come to terms with the fact that if I invested by paying my first year tuition fee and not being able to have a side hustle, I'll definitely still have to drop out in my second year. So I took a very bold step and a very difficult one to forget about school for the meantime and focus on building my network marketing business. And after investing, I had to stay in this room. This room you see was our parlor, it was our kitchen. It meant every single thing to us. We actually staying three of us in this room. And I remember having to prospect tons of people. Inviting people to your house and not even being able to have a chair for them to sit. So we'd have them sit on the bed and we'd get to handle the presentation. I got to talk to tons and tons of people. The amazing part about your journey, not just in network marketing, but generally in the whole space of entrepreneurship, is that the discouragement will first of all come from the very close persons. People you expect to encourage you, people you expect, to cheer you up and support you are the first people who give you objections. They're the first people who are going to try to discourage you and talk you out of your dreams. But one thing I've learned over the past years is if you're going to become successful, you cannot base your decisions off the gossiping neighbors or the newspaper. You need to be able to make decisions personally and communicate with your spirit if what you actually want to venture into is worth it. And I remember prospecting tons of people my first year. To cut the long story short, that was 2016. I made around 2.7 million CFA, roughly around $5,000. I remember being so excited because, I felt like one of the richest youths in that time. And I got to understand that my success at that level was based on the information I had. Because fast forward to early of 2017 when I traveled down to Nigeria for a network marketing convention that was organized by the company I used to work with at that time. I got to meet different leaders from different countries who shared their experience. And to my greatest surprise, I met a lady in Nigeria who was earning my 1 year income as a daily income target. So it really moved me and really gave me a wider perspective of what the network marketing industry was. This lady was living in her dream house. She was driving her dream car. And funny enough, she wasn't even from an all glamorous background. She used to be just a humble hairdresser. Currently, as at that time, 2017, was earning almost 3 million CFA every single day. And that was after building her network for just 5 years. It changed my mindset. And when I got back to Cameroon, I started organizing bigger events. I had events in Limbe, Kumba, Boya, Bamenda, Yaoundé, and I expanded across the country, including to neighboring countries like Gabon, Chad, Cote d'Ivoire, Congo. And that's how I moved from earning 2.7 million my first year to earning 23 million in my second year. By the end of 2017, I got my first two cars. There was a Mercedes, which was a gift to my grandma, and then a Camry for myself. Fast forward to 2019, I got my third car, an ML350. I remember a couple of people still saying that no, I had probably rented that car. And after seeing me use that car for more than a year, they was like, this guy is probably not obviously renting that car. The growth in your network marketing business on how you would move from, probably taking 6 months to earning 1 million and you earning 1 million in your seventh month is all thanks to the effect of compounding. Because it could take you 6 months to have a team of 100 people, but if in your seventh month, 50 persons from your team are able to recruit 2 new persons each, then you're finding yourself getting 100 people joining that month. So it had taken you 6 months to get to that number and that income, but you find yourself earning that every month. Before you know it, every 2 weeks, before you know it, it could actually drop down to every week, and why not every day? I remember going in on bigger events, bigger conventions. And when I traveled down to Asia, this was in 2019, I happened to attend this event where every year 55,000 people are gathered to be trained on network marketing. I got to listen on the wonderful stories and the experience from different people who came from different walks of life, from very humble beginnings, from having extremely horrible lives and actually almost giving up on their dreams to realizing every single thing on their dream board. You know, Network marketing has helped me over time to invest in tons of different projects. I had moved from, squatting in a single room with a couple of friends to being able to rent and build. I moved from not being able to even afford transportation to riding different cars. Because fast forward to other years, I had Oris, Blades. I also ventured into other businesses like car rentals. We now run furnished apartments. We have a laundry house, and everybody is going to be looking for money for different reasons. Personally, I employ everybody and I encourage people to always discover their why. Your why is supposed to be the push factor. Because in as much as this video is here to encourage you and motivate you, this is all of what I'll call as external motivation, which will only guarantee 10% of what you will do, because the next minute or just a few hours from watching this video, you might not even remember everything I said here. What will keep you going is going to be the internal motivation. And a great part of it is fueled by your why. Why do you want to succeed? Why do you want to become, rich? Why would you want to make that extra income? For me, my why has always been about family. And I remember my grandmom forcing me to read all of these books and telling me that even if I was reading these books to please her, definitely something was going to stick in my brain. And one of my biggest why has been to be able to take care of family. And so I remember setting up the laundry business for my mom. I got a car for my mom as well. I got the second car for my grandmom, took my grandmom on the birthday trip to Dubai, and we've been on a couple of trips already together. You want to be able to give back to the persons who first gave you and coached you to become successful. And imagine moving from not having a passport to traveling currently more than 17 different countries and just exploring. Network marketing will give you the possibility of achieving every single dream of yours. In network marketing, we're giving you a blank check. Now, you fill in the amount or the target you want to reach out. So you pay yourself, you decide. And it is a stone cold fact that this industry is creating, and will continue creating more millionaires than any other industry will. Because in the past 7 years, if I am to join cumulatively, I've been able to build for myself a very stable income. And thanks to my past 7 years working for other brands, I was able to raise up capital to start up different businesses, and that's how today I'm running my own network marketing business. Of course, and if setting up a network marketing company requires not less than $500,000. We're talking about 300 million. And this is just one of the businesses that we're currently running. This video today is meant to encourage you. All right, it's meant to encourage you. I've worked with tons and tons of different persons who have been able to build, very successful stories, moving from zero to earning, to traveling the world, to driving their cars. And I'm so excited to work with you hand in hand to help you achieve every single dream of yours. Like I have this famous saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step taken. I want to implore you to take that very first step by contacting the person who shared this video with you, because trust me, they see you as someone with great potentials. And all we do here is make sure that this star and the light in you would blossom. Hey guys, remember, the future is ultimate because God stays ultimate. I can't wait to celebrate you. See you at the top.